Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Here's a thought to ponder. You always succeed. And I know you're going, no. I said, yes, you are. You are always successfully achieving whatever you put your thoughts on, whatever you put your mind on. And so if 95% of your thoughts are complaining and gossip, you're always succeeding at whatever you're complaining and gossiping about. Because the power that creates doesn't care what you focus on. So if you start thinking about your life and you look at what was my experience yesterday, well, rest assured you succeeded at what you probably unconsciously created as your thought atmosphere, your thought goals. Your thought atmosphere is your goals. So think about this. If you've got a goal, you really got a goal, what are you going to do? You're going to talk about it. You're going to focus on it. You're going to put more energy into it. That's if you consciously are aware you've got a goal. You're going to be focusing on it. You're going to be conscious of it, talking about it, feeling it, acting on it. And it's just not what we're conscious of that gets created. It's what we're unconscious of gets created as well. And most of what we think about is unconscious. And so if you're unconsciously, let's say, complaining about how little money you have, you're going to be very successful at having very little money. If you are putting thoughts out there and complaining how bad it is to date, how men today are just screwed up, how women today are just screwed up, how difficult relationships are, guess what? You're going to have those types of relationships. I hear that so often. People say, well, there's no one out there for me. There's always someone out there for you. There's probably more than one out there for you. It's just that maybe you're not the vibration that's attracting what you want because you're too busy complaining about your past relationships. And isn't that what people do? They bring up and complain constantly over and over and over again about their past relationships. It doesn't even have to be a life partner. It could be a friend. Hell, it could be employees. It could be your boss. Think about this. You're in a job and your boss never likes you. But if you think back, you've always been complaining about your boss. Well, if you're complaining about your boss, you're putting out an energy that's going to attract a boss that you can complain about. I mean, it's really sort of fun when you start to look at your life and realize that, wait a second, I'm the painter of it, of this picture. I'm the master who's not conscious enough to choose the right thoughts to create the life that I desire. I'm the person who doesn't understand the power of creativity. When you can start to get to it as I am responsible, the I am, now you can begin to reclaim your power. And you reclaim your power by choosing where you focus your thoughts. I love it. It's a pretty simple concept, isn't it? And what's so great about the concept is you don't have to look out in the outside for anything. Everything you need is right there where you are. It's right in your ability to choose. Yeah, you are the painter. You got that one, Laura. The question is not what you painted in the past, but what are you going to paint today? You got a clear canvas. You got a clear canvas. And the only way the picture will be similar to the one you painted yesterday is if you choose the same thoughts over and over and over again. Then you're going to create the same picture again. Do you like the picture you created yesterday? If you do, think most of those same thoughts. But remember this little gem. You're never about standing still. You're always about experiencing and expanding into a greater expression of love. So in order to continue to expand and grow into a greater expression of love, we must think new thoughts. Pretty simple. Just think new thoughts. and hold those thoughts. Keep thinking those thoughts. Keep thinking those thoughts. Keep thinking those thoughts. And if you're not changing, then ask the question, am I really just thinking those thoughts? Or have I forgotten that I have unconscious thought patterns that are going on? And with those unconscious thought patterns going on, I'm reliving, I'm recreating over and over and over again. This creativity that we have, it's easy and simple, but it takes commitment. It takes willpower. It takes stamina. It takes persistency and consistency. What can I say? Yeah. Are you going to have a Groundhog Day today? Certain things about my day, I want a Groundhog Day. Certain things in my day, I really like what's happening. I love my morning meditations. It's like I love doing this talk every day, but this talk every day changes. You may say it doesn't change that much. Well, it does change because I don't pretty much plan much. I give you a title, I give you a sentence, and then from there, I just let spirit within me bring out whatever's coming out. And so I can tell you that my whole life, every bit of my life, I have succeeded. Not necessarily in what I chose or consciously wanted, because I didn't bother to address my subconscious mind. And that's 95% of my mind. Your conscious mind is like the tip of an iceberg. Your subconscious mind is like the iceberg beneath the water. And the iceberg beneath the water is the one that determines our experience. And that's the work. That's where we use affirmations, visualization, prayer, meditation to get at it and change that below the surface ice. And when we change that, we have a completely new and different experience. I know yesterday was a special day. I did something I've never done before. I invited people to my house yesterday afternoon, very small. There were just 6 of us total. And we did an in-person healing session. And when I was done, I went, ooh, why didn't I do that before? It was so good. All I did was tweak. I do healing sessions every Saturday on Zoom, and they are incredible. I do a healing session on the 5th Sunday of every month, live in person here in Dallas. Yesterday, I did it in person in my home with a small group of committed people. It was powerful. And all I did was think a new thought, feel a new feeling, speak some new words, and act in a new way. And when I went to bed last night, I was able to look at my day and number one, say, did I expand in love today? And I could say, yes. And then I go and did I touch the life of at least one person today? And I could go, yes. That is the most successful day I desire. Changing one life in some way every day through being the light. That's what I've set. That's my expectation of Lee. And it can be anywhere, grocery store, gym, online, wherever. Most of the time, well after I've done a talk like this or done something online, I'll get a feedback. Oh my God, Lee, you changed my life. What you said changed my life. I didn't change their life. I can't change your life. But you grasping onto an idea and taking it on as your own, that'll change your life. And I just want to be a stimulant. So who you are in every moment is impacting the entire world. Because if you change one thing, you change everything. Ponder that and realize life begins now. Didn't begin yesterday. The only life that is real is now. You choose now who you want to be, now, today. And at the end of the day, review your day and say, I was successful in a way I chose to be. Make it a great one, everyone. Know that you are loved.